2 minutes.
Yeah, I started already.
Wait a minute. Yeah, 1 minute while Fetus yawns. It's fine.
Yeah. Hi, people. How is everyone? Who have we here? We have Graphit. Hi,
Oh.
Oscar. People are not chatty for some reason.
No, they're not.
So, what's new?
What's
I'm just
new?
trying to see that clock spring thing that you just mentioned.
Yeah. It's
a box with a gear.
That's cool. I like the idea of thinking about doing that stuff. Like,
I don't know where he finds them, man. I have no idea.
and he just keeps coming up with new.
Yeah,
like,
I have no idea.
After a certain point, you're like, okay, how many times can you print something in place? But he just keeps coming up with more.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he does that.
I have a problem with making one hinge, and he's doing this crazy stuff all the time.
I made my own. So following his little video the one day, I made one of my own. Print in place with a hinge. And I thought, well, now that I've learned that, that's amazing. Then I see these other things he's made, and I'm like, well, I can't do that.
Yeah,
so
he does some.
I just pay the man, and then I get the things.
Yeah, like you just need to hate the person because of that.
Yeah. That's why I hate Fetus.
Very weird thing.
So, how are you guys surviving this whole thing? Staying at home? You guys are staying at home. I mean, Fetus is always at home, so that's a punishment, I guess.
That's Greek karma.
Yeah. Like I was working the last week every day. I was going to work. I was doing that as an exercise also. I started walking more instead of driving. I picked the wrong time to do that, but what can you do?
Yeah, perfect time to exercise outside without a mask.
Mask is not gonna help us.
Well, it's different thing to stay inside because you want to stay inside, but it's completely different to can't go outside. It's freaking me out, to be honest.
I'm used to staying at home all day doing my own thing, and now there's more people around in the house because my wife are home, and
yes,
that's too much.
Yes, I can agree. To that.
That's like harder mode in the game. Like
my routine is completely thrown off. Like I'm not drinking coffee enough. I haven't even played with ZBrush at all. Like in the 2 days.
Oh.
Fetus yelled at me to start doing it, so now I am.
Yeah, he started the usual. He just puts his feet there and starts doing horns and stuff. And I'm like, dude, just go do the tutorials.
Come on, this is like a horny month. I did one thing with horns. You did one thing.
He did Mrs. Horny. You did Mr. Horny.
Yeah, I have something with lots of horns as well.
Yeah, he needed to throw more horns.
And
hey.
Yeah, it's horny. It's horny month. I agree. Where is your horny guy?
They threw him in the garbage.
Oh, it's here.
Ooh.
I mean, look, this is the best part. Look at this butt. When I was doing that, like I was thinking maybe I will do the curvature like a snail, and then I've seen that gap and like,
I like that.
I'm gonna keep it. For some reason, I like it.
You can store your credit card in there, like that.
Yes. I could probably make
hello, Steve Smith.
pen holder. Also, I got the drawing for my kid.
Nice. That was the inspiration for.
This was like first
This
one,
is you.
and then she was looking at my mini dude, and she was like, something is off. Yeah, the color.
It works. It works.
He had a lot of juice, so that's what happened. So how the thing with ZBrush is going, except that you are lazy and not doing anything for the past
I'm
days?
following the tutorials. I'm watching them, like the boring, like here's how you save, here's how you can, like the first couple ones that I started looking at were just like all the different things you can do in ZBrush, and I was like, that's too much information at once. I just want to make something.
Yeah.
But what I was doing is just getting used to moving around on this thing. I'm not used to the input.
Mm-hmm.
Just figuring out that it actually was corner to corner of the screen and what I was looking at, and just getting comfortable with the like the material. And now I'll start doing more of the tutorials and actually trying to learn something.
Yeah, soon you will have, like, I don't know, if you're like me, you will soon start connecting all the dots that you have started learning, and then it's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is it. I can create everything. And a few days later, you will see that you cannot create anything because you have high expectations.
Veteran, we have someone that wants to join. Check your chat.
I'm just happy that I figured out how to move things around in the space. That was huge. That was huge for me because at first I kept zooming in and I couldn't get any. Like I kept getting closer and closer to the front of this model, and I was like, I don't want to be here.
Hey, look who's here.
Dude. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Fetus. How's everyone?
Well, we are good. We are home.
All at home?
Yeah.
Good. Well,
I mean,
Fetus lives at home 24/7, so he doesn't even go out.
Yeah,
No, I
but
don't.
Except when he goes to the beach house.
Yes, don't forget that.
But what's nice is that, like before, if you wanted to go to the grocery store to grab something, you could. Now you can't.
Well, I still can.
I did it once. And it was painful. If you wear the mask, you wear the gloves, you sweat. It sucks.
Yeah,
it's not nice.
It's like cleaning resin prints.
You can go, but there's nothing in the supermarkets, correct?
Yeah, there's that.
Now we have here things to buy. We have toilet paper.
We don't have.
Yeah, we could sell toilet paper. There's a lot of in my stores also. Like people started projecting whatever was happening outside. Like they've seen a lot of stuff happening in America, and like, oh my god, toilet paper is the first one to go to disappear, and then everyone just buying toilet paper. Like I never seen.
The problem here is people were buying up bottled water and toilet paper, and it's like, guys, I get it if you want to, like, if you're going to be stuck at home and you don't have any, but otherwise you don't need all that.
I don't think they know what the symptoms are, so they just messed it up. Instead of a cold nose, they thought it was something else, and just bought toilet paper.
I like these days. I mentioned that every day I was going to work on foot, and there were really no people around me. It was really great. But sometimes you see someone coming at you, and then it's like we are looking at each other, and usually one person just goes on the opposite side of the street, and then you have other type of people who will start walking towards you, but then all of a sudden everything starts probably itching them because they are thinking about the diseases, and everyone needs to sneeze or cough when they got closer to you, and it's like, oh shit, sorry.
I was at the local pub yesterday to grab some pizzas to have at our place with the neighbors, and basically I met some friends and they were trying to shake my hand, and I said, no, sorry, no, not going to do that. But it was awkward, very awkward. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, let me just grab something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man.
no. Hey,
Fred
Oh,
is
yeah.
making some games.
You know
Oh,
what
that's
this
the
is?
Sonic. The
Yeah,
Sonic diorama.
yeah. It's almost finished. I was just doing the water now. So hopefully next week.
Can you show it one more time, please? Oh, yeah.
I was using this new UV resin. It cures in like milliseconds. It's weird. So all of these waves are all UV resin.
oh, I like that.
These
Yeah, it's
waves are real.
green stuff. I'll grab it.
I mean, this is so great when Fred is posting a lot of stuff every day to
So
to
you
my
get this,
Discord.
and you get this, which is a UV lamp. And basically, as soon as you shine the lamp, it just solidifies. It's just weird. Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Just grab a couple drips of photopolymer resin from the vat and just drip it on there and save yourself having to get the extra product.
Probably cheaper because this thing is bloody expensive. But I wanted to try it. These guys have some weird products.
I had some like when my vat was just about empty, I just had like a little tiny bit left and pour it back in. So I grabbed a couple models and filled in some holes in the models with it and just cured it real quick. It worked.
Oh, yeah. Well, they also bought a conductive paint. So you can actually make electric circuits to connect to LEDs with paint and then cover that paint with another paint. And yeah, you just have a LED with no wires. It's just weird.
That's cool.
Sorry. Oh, God. Living at home with the whole family is hard. Just 1 second.
Oh, don't you love quarantine?
No, I don't.
No, me neither.
Hey.
It's your fan, Maxter. It's Mathilde.
Biggest fan.
Yeah,
Speaking
she's
of
always
biggest-
picking on him.
Now that I've seen actually the Sonic diorama thing, it's huge. I want to see what else have you printed. Like usually you just post picture in my Discord and you don't see the size of it.
You can't
So
get an
this,
idea of the scale sometimes.
and this is Sonic. It was my first
Yeah,
resin
I
print.
was thinking it was like this big. It's huge.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Oh God. If I start showing all this stuff, I'll
You've got so many to show too.
look at the Star Wars diorama.
Wow, man. That
Oh,
thing
yeah.
That thing is big.
That thing is insane.
I'll release this tonight. Actually, I want everyone to be busy during this period, so that's 100 hours of print at least for the Star Wars dioramas.
What?
At least, I think mine took 200 hours or something, because it's 60 centimeters long.
Otis hates printing.
Dude, Fortis hates.
that's
And
right.
then
Exactly.
So, but since Wexer was complaining that I never show anything, so this is prints for the Teenage Mutant Turtle diorama.
Do it full screen, brother.
Right. Make him
wait,
big.
wait, I was doing something. Sorry. There you go.
So I'm still missing some details there. But yeah, it actually came out quite well. This is for your next mini, Wexter. Indiana
Oh.
Jones.
Yeah, I need to start that one.
Yeah, don't forget about that, because I already made the dio. First time I've made a dio with no mini.
You could repurpose that into the SG1 dio once he starts making the SG1 minis.
Oh, come on. I cannot do everything.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can, but I told you what I need to do then. I need to redo some stuff.
And this is the top part for the diorama. Still haven't finished printing everything, but yeah. God, this is going to be a difficult one for everyone to print and assemble. It's going to be cool. No.
No.
No. God, she wants to. Come on. Yeah, that's her. No, the camera's over there.
Ooh,
Ooh. Wait.
Lunara.
Yeah. So she was one of the first ones I printed
Nice.
and painted it.
I love Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, I got some Heroes of the Storm models that I made. Not as good as the experts, but give me the gate. Yeah. So that was my first blender. Fetus.
Oh yeah.
That's the gate from Heroes of the Storm. I've done that ages ago. But
You know,
I don't
you know
like
what?
blender.
You know what you should make, Fred? You should make a full deck of Hearthstone.
Oh,
Mm.
I did download some cards from Thingiverse. I think it was Hex, and I printed it ages ago.
Yeah,
but then again, I can make the card, but I can't model the figurines like you do. So
no, I mean the deck, the full deck. You know, like a suitcase or something. You know, you open it and you play.
ugh, God, no. Yeah, I'm now focusing on making simple stuff. I'll leave the modeling to the experts and complex stuff to you guys.
Fred, there's a question for you.
Did you make 2 versions? I did. I did make a second version, which is huge. So I just decided to not do it, not print it, but the parts will be available.
What printer are you using, Fred?
Currently, I only have the Prusa because the Ender just died. I had 2 Enders and they both died of use. It just started falling apart.
Damn.
Same.
No, I'm happy with the MK.
This one.
I like the Prusa. It's fine. How many printers does he have there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's way too many printers.
He has one that works, and he, trusts everything else.
No, there's 4 here, 3 over, 4 over here, 5. 4. There's some over here.
I don't have any more space in my office for anything else.
Oh, I've got a printer coming that I don't know where I'm going to put it.
Okay.
That's just insane.
I've got a big printer coming.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which one?
What are you going to get?
It'll be a Anycubic Chiron.
Well, that's big.
The goal will be to convert it into a giant Core XY. So use it as a base platform, add some stuff, make some more stuff, and then all of a sudden I'll have a giant cube printer.
And nowhere to put it.
Yes.
Mm.
I don't think I can fit any more printers.
A little bit of floor space. This is mobile. I can move this card around. So it's fine.
That's the spirit.
Speaking of too many printers, and where's Tom? What happened to Tom?
Well, Tom, I don't know.
Vicious.
She's probably busy printing, 200 darts of something. But I don't know.
Dude, I have to admit that since the day he posted that what is it? The multi-material. It's an ape thing.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah, that was insane.
Yes, it's
Every single day
yeah.
I'm looking at that thing. It's just beautiful.
it's crazy.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was like, "Is this FDM?" It looked like painted or something.
If it wasn't for the fact that it came from Tom, I'd say it was painted.
Yeah. I remember seeing that in the morning, and I was like, "What the hell?" It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never print that.
Why not?
No patience for that, man. Sorry.
I think we need to go back to that original line of Fetus hates.
Yeah, but it's not like you would print it manually. You just
No.
and that's it.
No. No, thank you.
No, the first time it does one of these, Fetus would be like, "That's it. I quit. I'm done."
Wait, I know that shape.
I just don't have the time to print anything else.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I've got, so before this printer died on me, I was trying to run a multi-material print for a week, and every time it would get so far, something would go wrong, and then something else would go wrong, and it just kept shorting out and dying. And I've just got a stack of little failed prints, like, and I know Fetus would be like, okay, that's it, I'm done. Goodbye.
Well, no. The thing is, I wouldn't even have the failed prints. That's the difference between me.
Ooh. Oh.
Try.
Jerry.
Talk about failed prints. This one was the curse of my life for the longest time,
Yeah, my curse as well.
and cost me half a roll, almost a roll and a half of filament, because it had to print it 17 different times. And Fetus
Oh,
was
you
like,
should be lucky.
use the new model, it's fine, use the new one. I was like, no, I'm going to figure out what the hell is wrong with this thing. I figured it out. Cursed Fetus about it too. I think he was
Well,
beat up
now
about
I know what Tom is doing.
Because you haven't printed the one with Christmas hat on top.
That's what
Oh,
Tom is
yeah.
doing.
No, the Fetus's favorite Christmas hat.
Yeah.
You
What?
see? Tom is
Wait.
posting things.
Oh, that's why.
And it's in Arabic. Okay, sorry.
I'm posting things too. Look, posted.
Yeah, it's the same.
Let's hit some comments.
There he is. He's in the comments now.
Yeah.
Traitor.
Yeah, we will never forget that.
He even went and got a haircut and everything, and then decided, no.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You have Jordan.
Yeah. But I mean, he showed up what, in one stream so far? 2?
Well, he showed up on the on 4040 Makers.
Yeah.
That's the only stream I ever saw him live.
That's
And-
the only thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and
He's
that's the
he's
first
shy,
time. That's the first time I was trying to match his face with his accent, and yeah, I never saw him again.
Well, maybe you should stop bugging him every day.
No, I don't.
Fetus really wants to see Tom. That's all it is. It's really
Yes,
Wants
yes,
to look at
that's
Tom,
That's the
please send
purpose.
send him a picture.
that's the purpose of my life, to see Tom. That's why I wake up in the morning.
So, what do you guys think? How long will this whole situation last? Will it ever end?
September is when they are targeting to restart schools here in the UK.
Really?
September.
Yes. Yeah, so Mathilde's homework is up to September.
Wow.
Hmm.
See, in our school system, the kids get out end of June.
Yeah.
So right now they've said, and right this week was like March break, spring break, whatever. So they weren't supposed to be in school this week anyways. And then they instituted a 2-week period after that because of people ignoring it and just going on trips or whatever. At least then they'd have a 2-week quarantine. They haven't said whether or not the kids will go back or not after that 2 weeks because a lot's changed in days since then. But if they don't go back, school's normally over for the summer by the end of June and then starts back up in September.
Yeah, so I was talking with a friend of mine, he's a teacher, and he says, well, there's no more schools and up to the summer holidays. And they're not even going to have exams. Everyone's going to pass based on their activities during the
It's a
years.
good time to be a stupid kid. Free pass.
I don't like this whole situation because it reminds me of 90s. We had war here, so when I was 4th grade, we had to stop, and then the whole thing started like homeschool. We were watching TV, listening to radio with stupid things that we've already like passed, and it was so sad. At the end, of course, they just let us all go, and that was it. It was really sad, and I'm like looking at all of those kids now, and they're doing all of that, but now kids have even bigger knowledge, more access to data, to everything, and just watching someone on TV telling them what to do, it's like ridiculous.
It's crazy.
I shit you not. We had friend send me like a video. There was a teacher for a 4th grade telling kids how they listen with their ears and look at stuff with their eyes, and like, yeah, we know that, of course. It's nothing new. Like, why would you mention that in 4th grade? So
I was quite surprised with what they've done here. They've set up Google Classroom even before schools were closed. So this Friday they were already doing homework on Google Classroom. Everything is set up and organized.
See, the problem for me on that is like they haven't started that process yet, but I have 2 kindergarten kids. My kids are 4 and 5. There's no like, what are they going to do? Park in front of the TV and then like all they're going to do is watch TV shows basically, or watch like some like math or something like that. Like,
yeah,
they will be fine because they're young enough, and my kids are far too smart for their own good, so they'll be fine. My 5-year-old son is upstairs reading a chapter book right now. He's fine.
no, he's watching TV. Trust me.
As soon as he gets in, he shut down TV, open the book out. That is just so cool.
Yeah, I think my wife's she would shower by now, so she would kick him off for sure.
Oh no, I don't know. I was talking with I was on a meeting on Friday, and I was seeing the guy that I was talking to, and his kid was just jumping between couches, and then just playing music and throwing pillows. And I was saying, this is not going to be an easy month of work from home. But let's see.
Yeah, opening schools next week is not wise, I think. You know,
Well,
not just because of the children.
Like 2 weeks is a very reasonable time period.
2 weeks.
And if they find that after 2 weeks, so like right now, Canada is pretty much closed for the next 2 weeks, and if things start changing, then they reassess and they're going to address it from there. But I don't see that more than like 2 weeks is very reasonable. If the numbers don't support it, then you got to go longer.
Well, the thing is that if the kids get the virus, they will get it to the old people. The old people will die, and it's really, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what happened to Italy, and we see poor people are dying. There 600 died yesterday only. So I think that's just rushing it.
I really hate this. I really hate this. Not like people cannot stay in their homes. It's crazy. Like, what do you need to do? Why do you need to go outside and just make a potential danger for someone else? I know that young people are looking at the stuff like we are young. It's not affecting us, and they just don't think the whole thing like that it's dangerous. They can spread it. That they can be without any symptoms. And the other day I was watching the Mark Rober video, how he was testing in one school. Like, he was using some kind of invisible powder that you can see only with UV light, and the teacher infected on purpose. She touched 2 kids, and they spread that thing like crazy through the whole classroom. And it's like really crazy how all of those germs, how viruses are spreading out. It's like no one thinks about it. And even, like, I've seen some people are like, okay, we just cannot fight against that, so just gonna let it happened to us, and we'll see how it's gonna go. I know that's scary. Like I was reading about how in Italy with all of that stuff that is happening. Like when I've seen those trucks with dead bodies, it's really something that should never happen. But yet when I talk to some people from Italy, they're like, yeah, people are just walking around. We just closed bars the other day. Dude, we did that when we had 60 people infected.
Yeah, well, they only closed the pubs today. Today is the first day that in the UK everything is closed.
Like you look at Florida,
that's UK. That's different.
Florida, just spread all over the beach on Florida. They're crazy everywhere, and the people there were told, "Well, no, everything's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it."
You know what's the fun thing is if you everyone says, "Oh, I work all the time. I wish I could stay
God.
home."
There's a comment that makes sense. Stop talking about the virus and interact with your audience. Let's stop talking about Corona. Let's get some beers and talk about some other subject.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about Jordan's bald head.
Let's talk about Tom's bald head. Where's Tom? Where's his bald head?
He wish.
Just
let me haircut.
Be right back.
I was excited to show him a print too.
Dude, Mario, what are you doing? You're just painting minis these days.
Want to show something. Waxer has seen this one, but I don't think he's seen the print. The zombies diorama Waxer.
Oh.
I did. So I've actually printed all the parts, but I haven't assembled it. We have wire.
I love that you've just taken what Fetus or what Wexer's working on, and then what you like to do, and just went, I'm going to smash the two of them together.
Yeah, and we need to push him to do other stuff. I tried to explain that he cannot just model the whole entire huge thing just because one creation some of us made. Like he made that huge, great Sonic diorama, and he's using my model for it.
Right.
Oh no, that's not true. I tend to use your models, but like the other day I did the Color N1, correct? With
yeah.
It's actually quite cool. Sometimes you have some minis, he has some minis, and I can actually make a diorama that works for both, correct?
Yeah, but you can make your own things entirely.
I need you to get, like, Fred, you're now in charge of Stargate. That's your job. I want Chepa eyes. I want DHDs. I want ships.
I'm trying to finish the pyramids.
The Anubis ship. I want all of it.
I'm trying to finish the pyramid tonight, but the faces are a nightmare. But I've posted some pictures of it already.
Wait. Let me try to.
Well, I made the butcher, and he made the gate behind the butcher in a couple of hours.
Yeah,
I'm not good with modeling.
Yeah, I can see
shapes.
that.
Yeah, like poor old Fred making one diorama per hour. Come on,
poor guy.
Let me try and see if I have my some of the where is it? The pyramid from Stargate. I actually did also started modeling one of the ships from Stargate, but I've not got to the details yet.
Like you could then there's the Ori ships. Those are sweet with the orbs in the inside and everything.
Yeah, see, that's just not. Yeah, I actually have a more up-to-date version. I'm not sure how to share this.
Just throw it in your Discord and
okay,
I will show it.
Throw it on my Discord. The whips. Where's the whips? I've just sent on the Discord. So I've started this, I think, 2 days ago. I don't even know why we started talking about Stargate.
Because there are a lot of fans of Stargate here.
So that's the pyramid.
See, and with the shapes of it, you could cut that in such a way that it'd be mostly hollow on the inside because you're just printing sections, and then you could print the sections on any printer.
Yeah, so I've always try and make the models fit on a Prusa or Ender 3. First of all, because that's the printers that I usually have. Second of all, because that's the majority of the sizes. But I'm actually going to make this one available in full version, cut down version, so that people can print it. What else?
Happy lockdown.
Happy lockdown.
Happy lockdown.
Yeah, Chris is in California, and California just got locked down yesterday.
Where's the Diablo? Oh god, I did the Diablo bridge, but I haven't finished it. But then
he's doing
Fetus,
upgrades. He did a gate. I mean,
yeah. Well, Fetus wanted the
make a
gate.
full map.
I think we should do a collaboration where we have all of the at least 2 teams on Heroes of the Storm, and we just model the whole map.
Just look at that. Look at that, man. He just took the butcher and look at the gate. So awesome.
Where's the bridge? I think I'll just post the bridge on the Discord.
Oops.
I know.
Also, he left the SK. He was doing. He did the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't finished it because my biggest problem now is doing the walls of the Batcave. But I started doing the Batcave.
The Batcave?
Yeah. Well, I have a...
He started it like an hour ago, so...
No.
There's the gate.
That's the bridge.
Oh, the bridge, the gate. What the fuck?
And then that's the Batcave.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think there's a version of it that has just the car platform. Yeah. Oh god, I have way too many dioramas.
Yeah, we can see that.
I'm running out of space to put models, let alone start making dioramas.
God. I have a whole, you know, the Prusa enclosures that they do with the IKEA tables?
Yeah.
So I actually used that concept to make a shelf for my dioramas. Because I was running out of space.
I've got a Wexagon wall that's like massive. And then I've got 3 shelves right in front of me here that just got added for all the, well, it was supposed to be Eastman and Fetus shelves, but now it's like everything.
Oh my god.
And I've got a huge 4-foot shelf over here just full.
Yeah.
Plus up here, and then they're everywhere.
Well, you better hope it's not an earthquake soon.
The other day I was doing something. I moved this printer around and I bumped the wall, and one of the minis fell off. I think it was Dr. Strange snapped his foot, so I had to glue that back on.
I've never made this one public, and I think Waxer, you saw some pictures of it.
Yeah.
Plants and zombies.
That's nice.
And it has pipe.
You even made details down there?
Yeah.
Shit.
See, and I don't paint, so like that looks awesome. I need one.
Yeah, but I'm crap at painting it, correct? Like, it just looks okay.
Amazing.
It's
Nah.
and I think these were the hardest things to print. This is the reason why I've never shared this is because it's a pain in the butt to put together.
That's the only.
Oh, that looks really good. Oh, that's good.
Dude,
that's really good.
Remove
but that's
that
not a
flashlight.
mini. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh,
What
it
are you
looks
looking
so
at?
good.
Gosh, didn't look so good. But this is spray paint. I just use paint, like masked it off. I use spray paint. I don't sit down and hand paint and go crazy on everything. I just don't have the patience for it.
And then you call me lazy.
You are.
But you are lazy.
Let me see if I can find something else.
Well,
Oh,
I'm lazy on everything else but sculpting, so I can live with that.
Yeah, and that's why I just choose the filaments and make the prints. I don't. I gotta find
You
the right
don't-
color for the model. That's it.
no, I have to paint them because I only print in one filament, one color. Otherwise, it'll be boring if just not painted.
So everything is white, right?
Oh, everything
Yeah,
is light gray, so that I just. So yeah, this is an old print, but all of this stuff is all color fab light gray. Just
No, I'm
can't be
watching the
bothered.
whole army of mini dudes.
Oh,
The
these
white.
are the guys that haven't finished, so they're all going to go into dioramas. So I just gave them a spray of skin color, and then just left them there until I've managed to get it done. I've never.
You should print some. You should print some born mini dudes. I don't think you have enough.
Oh god, I have so many in drawers and other stuff. Just
If like mini dudes, we could.
Look.
holy crap!
Oh, nice.
That's
You can do climbing there.
And then that's part of the wall that I was talking about, just full of.
Nice.
Jesus. That's a lot of minis and figurines.
Yeah, been at it a little while.
So Fred, what's with the Star Trek bridge?
Oh, actually, so I haven't managed to get it to. I printed some parts. I printed the chairs and the pilot's seats and everything, but I haven't started printing the base of the diorama. And my biggest concern is that the way it is, putting the base together, I'm concerned that it's until I print it all, it's not going to fit well because it has pins to get in. So what I actually was planning yesterday is that I'm going to print just the center part of it, share that, so that people have stuff to print, and you'll have all the chairs and all the main areas, and all the walls and the rest. I'll have to print it afterwards. I think let me just check my calendar. So I was planning on next month having that center part released. And then hopefully have the rest of the month to finish it. It's 65 centimeters long.
Ow!
Have you not seen it, Fetus?
Yeah, I did, but you didn't tell me it's 65.
It's I think it's almost 50 centimeters wide, 65 long, and it's this tall, like 20 centimeters tall. Yeah,
Like 20 kilograms of filament right there.
I've sliced everything, but and I don't want to be in a position where everyone's printing the bases and then realize I can't get this to fit together properly. So it's going to take some time, unfortunately. But I'll get the center part done this week or so, and then I'll share it next month.
Wait, so you're doing that based on the 100% of the mini dude, right?
Yeah. I think I've only done one at 60%.
Just cut it to 30%. I mean, they will be like this small, and they're gonna be.
Have you seen
fine.
the mini Joel that I've printed at 30%? It's the other problem is with the dioramas. I can't scale them down too much. Otherwise, some parts won't print because they're made to be printed at that scale or bigger. So, minis of Titanic Jack and Rose diorama.
So you need a door and half of that and all of
I won't let go. I promise.
Oh god. Okay.
Hey, it's the Viking.
I don't know. I have too many dioramas that I want to push live. I want to get the mini turtles out this month. Star Wars is going out today. And then there's Sonic, Zombies, the Hellboy one, the Enterprise. God, just too many.
Well, Mikey is almost done.
Oh, that's nice.
What happened to the... Oh, that was the nunchucks. I thought he had the pizza in his hand, and I was like, where's the middle of the pizza? But I forgot. It's on the ground.
Wait, where is it? I posted that, right? Yeah, I did.
The pizza.
The pizza. I was confused for a minute. I was like, okay, I could model a pizza in ZBrush. And then I saw the rest of the video and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. That was smooth.
Dude, I started doing that because I was just hungry. Seriously.
And Chris is saying that Fetus looks hungry.
Yeah,
He's always hungry, and
this time I'm not. That's strange.
He's so cool. He's very cool.
pizza. And
so that's the last one, correct? Missing.
Yeah, that's the last one. And the funny thing was that my kid was sitting next to me, and she was like, "It needs more pepperonis."
I want to get everything done so that when everyone has their minis and during this period where everyone's stuck at home, they have stuff to print. So
He heard about food and he appeared again.
See, this guy.
Someone said pizza.
Next time we have to, to promise him a burger so he comes.
Ooh,
I'll make him some food.
So we have like 20 degrees Celsius here for the past 2 or 3 days, and tomorrow it will drop around like -1.
Wow.
And we're gonna have snow. It's like
Same here.
another thing to throw in the mix. Like it.
Yeah, we have same weather, veteran.
I've used my snowblower twice this year, which
I
is
think
completely strange for us because, again, Canada, we get a little bit of snow.
well, we only got half a day with a tiny bit of snow here. In the last 3 years, it's been just no snow at all.
There you go.
Not too bad.
Better release the pizza as a free model.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Free pizzas for everyone.
Free pizza model, and everybody be like, "What? What am I doing?"
Yeah, but I mean, I could do that, but I want Fred to do the whole diorama around.
Hey,
Fred,
Oh,
you just have a
God.
pizza box,
that's what I was thinking. A pizza box.
but you needed a print in place that folds. So now you got to get Clock Spring to help you out, and that's
Yeah.
I tried doing
fixing
print in
everybody.
place. It wasn't successful. I tried doing the phone booth for the Superman, so that the doors would fold, and actually the whole thing would just put together by folding.
Minus 35.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about the weather anymore.
Yeah, but Tom, he lives near where Santa Claus lives, correct? Like,
Yeah.
Only he has the private ski slopes.
Yeah, see, in other parts of Canada, like Labrador, where there's lots of snow. Ontario, we don't have the snow.
I think Tom digs on his backyard and he finds Megatron.
Really good pizza in Iceland. Really.
I had pizzas yesterday from the local pub, so
Look, I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm not eating a lot of pizza anymore or any kind of dough. And one of the punishments my wife and I started doing for no reason, we started watching some show, Ugly Food or something like that, on Netflix. And there was the whole episode about them going through like cities and eating pizza. It was like the worst torture ever.
Wow, that's bad. I miss.
Why did you watch it?
Yeah, so I can see how my character is holding. And
Yeah.
Or weren't you exercising or going to the gym or something like that?
There's a bike behind me, and I'm actually exercising every day now, like crazy.
My kids
And,
left yesterday around the farm running, and I was just like, I can't be bothered. No, thank you. No,
I mean,
exercise.
I want to exercise, I just can't.
Why?
It's like I got a bad leg. It's supposed to be removed, but they can't do it yet.
Well, what about the rest of the body?
That's the sitting takes care of that.
The sitting is the worst problem. I started exercising because I got pissed that I couldn't do 20 push-ups that I tried to do. I did one, barely. My wife
You did
helped me.
one. You did one.
Yeah, I couldn't do any
Whole one
push-ups.
or like half one?
No, like proper
You are
one.
fit. You're fit because I can even lie down to try to do one.
Yeah,
Otis got
I
winded
was
laying
really disappointed that I cannot do basic stuff. So because of that, I started exercising.
Oh God, you guys
Yeah,
are.
and
This is like
then
an old man's conversation. I'm sorry to say.
no, it's interesting. I mean, especially these days when we are all at home, I think that that's kind of good. You know, like my wife just looked at me and she's like, "Okay, try to do plank." I'm like, "What is that?" And then she showed me, and I tried to do that, and I was like, I could be on my hands for like 10 seconds maybe, and it was insane.
Well, you can't hurt these things. That's your moneymaker.
Well, yeah, but come on, you've read what I did the other day.
No, with a bike. When you
Yeah.
crashed almost into your daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times I told her, don't stop like immediately. I mean, I'm on a little electric scooter, you know, and she's on a normal one, so she can stop in a second, but I cannot because when I hit the brake, it's a electronic brake, so it takes a while to stop. And then on top of that, you try to brake with your body and like do whatever you can. I don't know what I actually did, but it hurts now.
The other day, we bought my son a new bike, and he went out, was biking, just going crazy, biking, and he turned towards the neighbor's house and was just going full tilt and drove straight into the front of their pickup truck.
Oh my God.
Just plowed right into it. And I was like, what? And so I tried to run over there, and that hurt. And thankfully, the truck's fine. The bike's fine. He just smashed himself up pretty good, and it was
okay. But what about him?
He banged his penis, and he was pretty upset about that.
Well, I mean, I would be too.
I would be too, yeah.
Gosh.
Oh man! Look, when I was a kid, when I tried driving a motorcycle for the first time, I ended up I hit right in the what it's called hedge. They had to pull me out.
You're lucky. I went straight into a wall. And my daughter decided the other day to go with the school. They did a school trip, and she said, "Oh no, I've driven quad bikes before because we had one ages ago." So she just got into a quad bike and went straight into a barbed wire fence.
Oh.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, wait, didn't you had another accident with the daughter?
Oh no, she had an accident straight into the garden wall.
Yeah, that one.
She called me and says, "Yeah, I broke a little bit of the wall, and I was in Ireland." And I said, "Okay, that's fine." And she just cracked a brake or something. My wife calls me like 3 hours later, said, "Well, have you seen what happened?" I said, "Yeah, she just cracked the brake." And said, "Are you kidding?" And she sends me a video, and like half of the wall was literally just gone.
Yes.
It's a 2 meters tall wall, and it just came down.
Just a crack.
Yeah, just a crack. You should see the car.
What's that?
This thing's freaking me out.
I know what this is. I know who modeled it.
I know who modeled it too, and I think he was drinking. It's freaking me out, man. I like it. Because like you want to try to hold it level, but it's not, and
Is that a new cup for the beer?
No, it's got holes in the bottom of it.
Oh, okay.
Too many overhangs on the bottom. It's just but that's awesome. I'm gonna fill it full of Pokemon.
How many Pokemons you have there?
Way too many.
Not enough.
Oh.
Has anyone counted? Oh. That's it?
That's all the Pikachus I have on my desk right now.
Oh, come on, man. 5 printers behind you. Print another 500.
Okay, so these are all Pikachus up there. Ooh, there's his hand up there.
Where?
All up there. Those are all Pikachus on that shelf there.
Yeah.
Is,
On
but
either
is
side.
that a thing? It's a kind of a fetish or something like that.
This is my test model.
Ah, okay. Sorry. I was
So
just asking,
when I print a color or a new print setup or something like that, I print Pikachus. I print them in plain colors for testing things, new colors for if I get a new color in that I want to see how it looks. So like this color looked, I did a test sample swatch that I have. That's the tags that are hanging up there.
Yeah.
And it's good just to see what the color looks like, but it's hard when it's a bigger print. Thanks, Llama. Thanks. And so I printed this Pikachu last night because I was trying to decide if I wanted to use that filament for a model, and it looks entirely different once you get it on a model versus just a sample.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would prefer to print Pikachus instead of benchies. So I can't blame you.
I've got like 5 benchies, maybe. I don't print benchies.
I have none.
I think I have
one.
I printed one because I had an issue with the Prusa when I assembled it. Well, it wasn't an issue with the printer; it was an issue with me not knowing how to assemble stuff. And I printed a Banshee because the guys were trying to help me out sort the problem. I think that was the only Banshee I ever printed. But I don't have the problem. I use the same filament every time.
Yeah,
Devin printed the coronavirus.
I did print the coronavirus.
Why?
Devin printed one as well.
Why not? And also, just there was they sent an email out. If you print the thing, tag them in it, you might win a few rolls of filament. I like filament.
And Pikachus.
This was my first successful Pet G print on a one printer that just never liked to print Pet G. So they're good. And now I don't have Frenzy Pot number 3. That's apparently a secret underground model.
Secret. This is the dark web of 3D printing.
Yeah.
So, quick question: what are? Sorry, go Wexer. No, you go.
So I got some. What it's called? Fibrology. They sent me 2 rolls of something that I don't even know what it is. I usually print just PLA, and what freaked me out, like I don't know anything about filaments, how that stuff works. Like I think I only printed one thing in PETG, and then that was it. Everything else is PLA for me. But I noticed when I was extruding it, it started
to bulb up and then suck back up.
Yeah. What is that? So it freaked me out. Like, what is happening?
That's silk filaments. So any of the silks they've got, because of the way that they're manufactured, there's like almost like an elastomer product in them.
Okay.
And so when it extrudes, it'll come out normal, kind of. Mm-hmm. It'll almost bulb up a little bit, and then it just kind of sucks back up like a cat poop, is what it looks like, really.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I had some kind of silk filament before, but it didn't do that.
Yeah.
This was the first thing that...
They're no good for structural stuff most of the time. Because
they're not accurate.
And the layer adhesion is not... Like, silk filaments, the layers are good, but they don't... Like, for structurally, they don't adhere as good. So...
Dude.
Turn off the flashlight, dude.
We're blind.
There.
Yeah.
No, they come out and then they suck back up, which is why they get weird layer adhesion. But they don't. Everything works fine with it as long as it prints. I've got lots of silk filaments.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I only use PLA.
No, even PLA. It's the type of additive that's in it.
I print 2 hexagons in them. Whoa, 2 hexagon shelves in a Marvin for each sample. Okay, that's smart. Takes advantage and keeps on building shelves. What are you doing? Go. I can't deal with 3 months of this. I mean, suicide.
Oh,
No.
you're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
God.
You're gonna make so many dioramas.
I can only make dioramas in the evening when they're all fast asleep. And
Vedran,
this one doesn't go to bed.
banner?
What?
Where's the good banner? That one that we had earlier.
This one. It's right there.
I like it.
Okay, there's a nice one. Come on. There you go.
I don't want that one.
Okay.
Okay.
So Fetus, have you decided if you're going to take some days off or you're going to go and work on a new model?
No, this is my second day off, so I start again tomorrow.
Okay, cool. And have you decided on what's the theme for the new model?
Yeah, it hit me last night. I'm gonna make Johnny Silverhand.
Okay. I need to first finish the diamonds for your figurines. Waxer, what's on your plan?
Well, I'm working on some stuff that it's not for Patreon, except Batman, but it's currently kicking my ass because I need to figure out in what kind of pose I will put in before I do anything else. I want to do a really nice cape.
Floss him.
Oh, okay.
Floss him. Floss him now.
Wait. Wait.
Come on. Let's do it.
Oh wait, it was here somewhere, right?
No, take off the symmetry. Let's go.
Dance.
I like the video you put out earlier though with the dancing Batman. That was way better.
Oh, that's actually really easy to do. People can do that with their models. Wait. Let me bring a new window.
Mixamo.
Yeah. I probably need to log in. Yeah, let me hide this for a second.
Oh, come on. So what's your password?
I want to know the password.
Yeah.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come here.
That's not my password.
Oh, I'm being dragged. Sorry. Come here. You know when Captain America has his cat? I'm going to start doing...
Look, he's hiding. So now we can like.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really cool software. Before it was you needed to pay for it. Now it's absolutely free. So you can just you can import any model that it's in T pose, and you quickly rig it inside. It's more or less automatic thing, and then you can just apply any of
the
data
fact that it maps it so quickly is like it's mapping those textures to that frame really quickly.
No, it asks you to do the bone structure
right
before, you put here the dot here, and
yeah, once translate. It's connected, it goes pretty fast.
I like that.
Oh, the agony. Yeah, like we used it actually a few times.
When we pair the agony up with the Joker, and all of a sudden he's poisoned.
We were using some of this stuff for a TV ad when we needed a bunch of people walking and cheering, and they were further away in the back. We just used that, and it was really great. Motion capture is pretty neat. So sometimes when I don't know what to do with a model, I just throw it inside for fun.
You just need T-pose, Llama. You set the bones in the software.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess you did it in ZBrush, correct? And just exported everything with the bones.
Yeah, I just put it in T-pose and like, okay.
Just like that.
Not like that, but I'm too lazy to do it properly. So
That's
I'm
a
doing security.
bad Iron Man shit.
Yeah. So more or less like that. And and then when you actually load it in Mixamo, it will give you I think 6 points. So you need to tell him where the chin is, wrists, knees, groin, everything, and then it applies. I guess they have standard skeleton, and then you can download it. You can throw it into 3D software like 3ds Max, and then you can pose it, do stuff there. Problem is that, in a lot of cases, each model needs something specific. So, for example, Batman has like pieces that should be solid, but because software doesn't know that, it's banning it. So for that kind of case, when you bring it into 3D software, you need to paint the weight maps. So you basically need to tell them, okay, this part needs to be solid and it can't move. This part, for example, is just you can bend it only here. This is again solid and stuff like that. So it's something that can be interesting. I find it really annoying. I don't like to do that kind of stuff. I tried rigging stuff on my own before, and I just don't have the patience. Especially, I really hate naming stuff. And you have so many bones that you need to name at least 2 times, because you have left and right side, and I got annoyed so many times because of that. And some software actually requires exact names, or if you mess something there, it won't work.
Okay, that's interesting. We've learned a little bit about how to pose models and make them dance. So, what are you going to do with the Batman? Have you thought about the pose? I was actually looking at it. Do you remember that diorama that I posted about the Batman with his enemies sitting in the throne?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about your Batman and thinking about, well, I should do a throne for it.
Crazy model. You know that for this, right?
What?
It was on the model. It was on. It was actually in ZBrush also featured. It's ZBrush Central. The Batman with all the villains and everything around him,
sitting on the throne.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. It's really great.
Yeah, but I don't like the base. It was very simple.
I don't know. It was 15 figures or more. I have no idea.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Whatever I tried, every pose, I don't know, it feels weird. And also, all the rigging stuff that I mentioned is really limited inside ZBrush. So I'm usually, if I don't do everything in a pose early, I have this kind of problem.
Okay.
There are ways with Z-spheres to do that, but
yeah, but I need to make a lower version of it, so I can do that. Because if you try to do that on high quality, it's gonna bend in so many areas. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's what I was. So I was watching some of the video tutorials where I was talking about modeling the thing and then posing it up, and I thought, well, why are you not modeling it how you want to pose it to try to make sure you get the topology the right way in some cases?
Because of the symmetry. For example, like
that depends.
you can make a basic model. Actually, it's about symmetry and how your workflow, how you do stuff. For example, if you have if you're just dividing model, and you can always go to the lower state. I don't know if you went that far.
Yeah.
So you can when you go inside the thing, I always forgot. It's transpose master. You can pose it there. So you usually software usually goes to the low quality version, and then you can easily manipulate that. Then you apply everything, and you can still use symmetry in that version. Because even when your hands are, for example, in different area,
it just
spot,
remembers that those are mirrored.
it remembers. But if you do anything after that, if you try to decimate or dynamesh it, it will be gone. So you would have to do muscles or everything, trying to figure out if they are in the exact like size, and no one can properly model two sides equally. Usually one hand is gonna, like, I try that, and sometimes I just start measuring. I can see that one hand is a little bit shorter because I did something in the process, and it can be really, really, really hard.
It depends on what you're making. Lately I started doing, for example, the butcher. I didn't mirror that model. The only thing mirrored is the face. Then all the body was made without symmetry. That's why because I wanted to do the pose, but I could do the pose anyway later. So it's the thing how much time you want to spend on it, because if you sculpt without symmetry, it takes double the time.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but it
Right
depends.
now,
It depends. If you
right
have
now
a very difficult pose, you have to take your time, make it without symmetry most of the times. So yeah.
like now, for example, for this model, I've divided it into pieces, so I can at least make some sort of quick adjustment, and then when I'm actually happy with what I did, then I'm gonna go inside the model, and then I'm gonna fix some gaps, overlapping.
Okay, that's what I wondered, whether you get the base mesh, like the base model, pose it up, and then clean it up after the fact.
Well, yeah. In every case, you need to do that. If you're doing everything in one subtool and you're trying to bend, you will always need to fix something. I mean, especially with human bodies, is like shifting, stretching stuff in different ways. So you just cannot use just limbs and hope that everything will be fine when you move them.
If you pose in the end, you always have to clean somehow.
Right.
You can't do the perfect posing and everything looks perfect. You have to, like Vedran said, you have to clean spaces like that. Whatever you bend, you have to clean it after.
See, and I can see where you're having a problem figuring out the pose for Batman, because generally Batman's pose is just standing there ominously with the cape doing something. Or he's in some kind of crazy ass acrobatic move, like throwing something.
My personal problem with a lot of models is limitations. Like, I could try to do, like, I was thinking about some kind of pose where he's almost in like running and throwing one of his batarangs over there. But when I start thinking about how people will print that, it's completely different thing. Like the previous month, I did this thing, and I tried to divide in some pieces that it's easier to print, but still it's really hard. And I know that just because a lot of people will not they will not even try to print it, because still a lot of people just like to print simple stuff. Give him some kind of bust, give him something that they can quickly orient without a lot of support, and then everything is fine. But like, if you try to do something a little more complicated, only people who have resin printers are going to be satisfied with it, because they will use support no matter what.
Yeah, I was going to print the the Ninja Turtle. I was going to do that on FDM, and it just the way it was lining up, it just didn't. I didn't think I was going to get the best result out of it that I wanted to have, so I didn't do it because I just need more resin. I'm out of resin, so.
Well, the thing with that one was I was modeling it and just having fun. I wasn't thinking about like I think I told for this like I'm gonna do this and I'm not gonna think about any support or how it's gonna be printed. I just want to have fun, not be limited by anything. And then towards the end, I actually started thinking about that, and it drove me nuts. I think I spent more time figuring out how I'm gonna slice it and print it than anything else.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem. Is always thinking about how to print these things easily.
Yeah.
There is a fine balance.
With all the figures, you have the same problem. Busts are easy. Even if your bust has overhangs, it will print in the end. But having 10 parts to print for a figure might, make people don't want to print it. But for example, I made the butcher. Is how many parts? It's 1, 2, 3.
There's like 7 or 8 parts.
No, it's 7.
Something like it's crazy.
No, but yeah, the final result though, it's very rewarding. It would be a shame to just try to make it support free. I mean, there's no way I could make the butcher support free anyway. But it's okay. I mean, you some prints you have to try a little more to use some supports.
Yeah,
we can't do everything.
There's that fine line, right, between like a wicked model and being printable. I mean, I'm sure we've all come across those models. You see online, somebody shares a model that it's a rendering of it. And you're like, well, that's cool, but that's not printable in any capacity unless you chopped it up and anything like that. So I'm sure there's a fine balance that you guys have to fight all the time to get it to where you want that, right? Like,
I think it was last week. I had someone ask me for instructions on how to print. And I wrote a document on how to print it, and then he was showing me a picture of a wall that he was printing for one of the dioramas, and basically he was printing the wall vertically, and I actually put so much effort in having the holes printable with no supports and everything, and printing in a specific orientation. So I don't know, sometimes I end up with 20 parts and people just go like, oh crap, I don't want 20 parts.
I printed this and it was
God.
All supports.
Jesus.
This is
everything. But that was the point of my printing of this model. That I wanted to do that. There are people who would look at that and go, "I'm not going to print that because it uses supports."
Yeah, I don't get that. Why
you have to balance it out. Like, I don't want to print something that like Andrew said there. Like, I have definitely broken part. I mean, when I did Wexter's Harry Potter, I broke the hand off because I was messing with the support came off and I was about to take it off and it popped and it snapped off. I had to glue it back on. But another one, I didn't put a support where it was supposed to be and then it failed, so I reprinted it. Like, it's just, you try to get away from it as best you can because of time and cleanup, but some things need supports and it's okay.
I think Chris was saying we need to break the stigma of supports, but the funny thing is with FDM nobody wants to use supports, but then you go into resin printers, manual support.
I hate resin supports. I hate them. I hate resin supports because they leave mess, like little marks. There's all kinds of clean. I just don't like it.
Yeah, you can sand the marks, man. You sand PLA and you don't like sanding resin. What's wrong?
You're saying this is lazy. Come on, dude.
I'm lazy. I'm definitely lazy. I'll admit that.
You're worse than I am.
Waxer, I got this one on the mail today from Australia.
Oh, did you got the other ones?
And I also got the turtle, the turtle sticker. It's already on my wall. This is one of Waxer's patrons that print stickers, and I was looking to get some stickers for me, and he just said, "I'll print you." Oh, that's nice. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Bosch, expensive holographic sticker.
I wasn't gonna buy it, but I got it. I won a contest with Sticker Mule.
There,
Sticker Mule gives away things all the time.
Andrew says he's still cleaning up his resin print, so you can imagine how much support that used. Poor guy.
Other problem that we have when we are modeling, especially the organic stuff, like and that happened to me a lot of times. Like I did something, for example, this thing, and I printed it like big, just to see how everything works, see if there's any support required or not. And then all of a sudden, like, everything looks great, and then someone tries to print it even bigger, and it fails because some parts, and he used someone tried to use like smaller layer height, and all of a sudden whatever passed on my printer is a problem.
That is one of the big downsides, right? If your 0.2 layer around might bridge, no problem, but if I go 0.1, it may not bridge properly. And like, I notice that every now and then on some of these, like, so on the, and it's just like on the back here, like there's just a few little wrinkles from where the little tiny overhang, but if I blew this model up bigger, and I think, oh, I just need the supports for Fetus told me, and I don't look at it properly, I could have islands and all kinds of things that I'd never noticed. I think that's one of the bigger problems too, is that people are quick to just slice and print.
Yeah.
They don't, like, I scroll, like on big prints, I scroll layer by layer and I'm finding islands and I'm looking at it going, okay, do I need a support, or can I get away with just having a little droopy string and just clip it off later, or is it going to cause a problem?
Well, I do that with resin printing nowadays, but honestly, with FDM, especially with my diorama, I try not to.
It seems like a smart guy. Good suggestion.
Yeah, I should start being more.
The reason why I don't do a lot of resin printing is I don't like to paint. So I like to print it and have the pretty color of the filament or the model, and that's that.
Yeah, and use your glitter and, go play with your girlfriends here and there.
Yeah, and all my flashlights. Like, this is a wicked print, but I haven't painted it yet.
It's just still a white thing.
It's just skin colored. She's just hanging out. I've got like 3 of them sitting there. I just haven't painted them because I don't sit and paint.
I love printing with skin color.
Give him to your kids, man, to paint.
They'll break him.
Well, we'll print another one.
Yeah.
Well, they'll break this one too. Actually, this one's kind of rough. I haven't cleaned it up.
Just give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if we can take advice from Tom when he's in the chat and not on stream.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring him. He deserves to be ignored.
Oh. What's
when
the time?
I was painting, I used to use Citadel when I used to paint.
What?
I'm looking at the comments. What are our favorite paints to use?
Vallejo.
Spray paint.
Oh my God. Spray paint.
My favorite paint to use.
Yeah.
Automotive spray paint. That's all.
Yes.
That's
yes.
All automotive paint.
I still haven't found out. Is it Vallejo?
Valley Joe?
Valley Joe.
I think it's Vallejo, by the way. But
yeah, I think so too. Yeah, what? Spain?
let's see.
Sure, we'll call it Spain.
Google it.
Uh-huh.
Vallejo.
Chris, don't encourage people to enter the contest. I want to win the year's supply myself. So
That's
now,
for the hair.
Red, are you airbrushing, dress brushing, both?
Depends on what I need to do. I'm awful with the airbrush, so basically just painting large surfaces with the airbrush and then detailing it with a brush.
Vallejo is in Spain, so yeah, it's Vallejo.
Yeah. There's also another company called Green World Stuff. They're also in Spain, and they have some awesome stuff.
I'm usually using airbrush every other time because I use it. Then, like if I try to use it some other day, it's unusable. And instead of painting, I just spend hours trying to clean it. Then again, I'm using it. Then I'm not using it.
Clean it.
I hate cleaning airbrushes. That's the only problem.
Like I don't know. I know that there are those brushes that you can just put the bottle underneath, but I don't know.
You still need to clean all the nozzle and everything as well, and
but you need to clean it, and it's just a
but
pain
it's
in the
easier
butt.
to swap. You don't have to clean inside each time.
The biggest problem is the nozzle gets clogged, and then it doesn't print properly, and I just hate it. So I just paint with a brush, and also adding the details like pigments and washes to the dioramas to make it more realistic, and also hide all the mistakes with a brush. It's much better.
You got to hide the mistakes.
Well, I do a lot of mistakes, so.
Who accidentally turned airbrush on his face? Just me? Okay.
Never.
Yeah, when I look at like, is it clean? I just have an urge to press it, and it happens.
No. Oh God, I think I have not done that. I've glued my fingers several times, hot glue my fingers, but I haven't painted my face with an airbrush.
Oh, I burn my fingers daily. I don't grab tweezers sometimes. I just grab the thing off the bottom of the nozzle and
yeah. Well, Matilda's showing me. Oh God, forget about it. She was searching Mad Monkey on the internet and found some movies.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Your past is
my reckless youth is catching up to me.
No, let me.
You know what the problem is I've been using this name for gaming and all kinds of things since I was young. But every time I go to sign up somewhere, somebody's like, "Nope, that has already taken." It's like, stop taking my name. That's why when I did my Twitter account, it had to be mad_monkey01 because everything else was taken.
I managed to actually Wexer found this. I messed up my Minifactory account. I just went onto my Minifactory, let me create an account, and for some reason the name was taken. And I was like, oh crap, okay, I'll just change it a little bit. And I think a year later, Wexer said, why do you have two accounts, with one with the right name and the other one with the wrong name, but you're selling your dials with the wrong name? And then Minifactory says that they can't actually merge the accounts. So, oh yeah, that's a picture that she found.
That's not me.
He doesn't remember that.
I have never been that fat.
It's an armadillo on his head.
I've never even touched an armadillo before, so that's not me.
It's not him.
It's not me.
You sure?
No, I live in here. This is where I live. I don't go out of here.
Well, so it's no different for you now that we're all forced to stay indoors.
There's too many people around, that's all.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. So...
Yeah, I really don't mind staying at home.
No.
I have so many things that I can do every single day, so it's never boring. Yeah, I will miss fresh air, but I can just open a window.
I mean, yeah, it's the part that is frustrating is that when you want to go do something, because now it's okay, I've been sitting inside for a week, you can't. That's all.
Oh my god.
So, when are you gonna continue with ZBrush?
I will try to do some more tutorials tonight.
Tonight? You could have just started doing something now, and we could have complained. And
No, I don't need Fetus yelling at me anymore. He does that enough.
yeah, but
No, I'm
he
bored.
does that every single day. I hear the message, I look, and he says good morning, and it sounds like he was yelling at me. Like yesterday, I just sent a GIF like person waving, and he's like, "What's wrong?" Well, I'm not gonna say.
Have you ever noticed that when Fetus replies to a tweet that somebody shares a post about or anything like that, it's never words, it's always a GIF.
Well,
he never says,
Not
"Oh,
always.
that's cool" or anything like that. It's usually always like a GIF.
No, that's me. He actually writes stuff.
Not always.
He's
So
like,
you're just cheating on me. I see.
I don't know. For me, it's much easier to send a GIF because I really don't know what to say in most cases.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes
my
you just
problem.
end up seeming like repeating the same thing over and over. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. So great.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what? I mean, you see people posting online about like how Twitter is like the most toxic of things sometimes, and it's like, well, it depends on who you're surrounding yourself with.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you,
It can be toxic.
yeah, but then you just get rid of those people that you don't need to deal with.
No, we keep them closer actually.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh, that was deep, veteran.
Yeah.
Flashlight power.
I think Twitter is actually quite good in this community. I think it's actually quite fun to see people just, always posting stuff and helping each other. I like it more than Instagram. Instagram, just a little bit. Yeah.
The Instagram is just, I post pictures to Instagram just to have more content for things, and that's it. Like it's
Yeah.
pain in the butt. Facebook, I'm so tired of Facebook.
I don't use Facebook at all.
I hate Facebook.
I use it for grown up stuff.
Grown up stuff.
I don't use it.
I don't even want to know what grown up
I
stuff.
thought all
you're
the
seeing
grown
on
up stuff was
Facebook.
not allowed on Facebook.
Like news and
There's only fake news in Facebook.
material and that kind of stuff.
The only so I have two different Facebooks. One for me, like for myself, for my friends and family and stuff like that, and then the one for the 3D printing stuff. I don't even read anything on the 3D printing one. I just post stuff and that's it. But even then, like you get stuff on there, it's just there's so much garbage these days. And no matter how many times you tell somebody stop doing those 10 question quizzes, they're just trying to fish for your information. They keep doing them.
Yeah.
And 3D printing groups in Facebook are so willing to help.
Yeah.
There's a new guy coming and say, "Oh guys, how do I calibrate?" www.google.com.
I posted something on one forum about because I was trying to get some information about doing the P2PP thing and that. And somebody actually said, "Did you level the bed?" And I said, "No. Why would I do that? Like, just come on. I'm not a professional here, but I'm definitely not a rookie. I know how to level the bed. I know how to."
I remember.
Print this in the air. But I can't. What's wrong? Can you guys help me out?
When my Creality board died, I didn't know what was happening. I posted on a Facebook group, and someone actually said, "Have you leveled your bed?" And I go like, "The printer isn't working. Why would I level the bed?"
Nothing to do with it.
You should tell him no. Tell me more.
Can you tell me how you do it? Because I bet you he's doing it wrong.
Oh God, yeah.
The amount of people that you see saying level the bed, and then you look at it and you go, okay, they post later on saying I did it, but it didn't work. And it's like, well, because you didn't heat the bed and the nozzle when you did everything. You did it all cold.
God, I hate leveling beds on the enders. It was just a pain in my life.
I
So I
like
love the
helping
Prusa.
people about 3D printing. Every time someone asks me something about 3D printing, I say, I don't know, but have you tried Googling filament frenzy?
Here's Tom's cell phone number. See if he'll answer you.
I mean, he helped me, so I know he's willing to help.
I don't know, but I actually, honestly, Waxer was, and the guys in his Discord convinced me to buy the Prusa. And I know, like, Tellis is always on your Discord and always talking about, oh, but that thing uses zip ties to hold the parts together. But the reality is, since I've got it, I've not had to do anything on it, and it just prints nonstop. I think this month I'm in my third roll of 2.2 kilos, and it just printed nonstop. And it's just, I love it. Honestly, no hassles, no problems. I don't want to deal with 3D printing issues. That's not.
I really like zip ties because with every printer I got the whole bag, and I've just used like 5-6 for something, and then I can use them for other stuff like in the garden. And
I love zip ties. They're fantastic.
Yeah, tying my kids.
I use stronger ropes for that.
No, you got to get the 48-inch zip ties.
Yeah,
they're about like that thick that you can bind a kid right to a tree and they don't move.
Okay. And you think I can hang them upside down with those zip ties?
Yep.
Okay. I'll try that tonight.
Oh, you're an influencer now, Wexter.
Yeah. I actually started using that that thing to explain what I do to old people.
Because they don't understand.
Like, my father-in-law was like, "Why did you get that thing for free?" Because I sometimes do stuff and people like that stuff. But what does it mean? That means that I'm influencing people. But how? By just posting pictures?
Yes.
How does that work?
I've started using it. I don't like the influencer term. Photos calls me a damn influencer daily because he's a dick.
Yeah.
But I look at it as I'm a member of the promotional department for that thing. That's what I do. I do promotions. I do promotional material and content, and it just happens to be through social media. I don't influence people.
But you are an influencer.
Yes. With my big ass flashlight.
I'm mostly just promoting Prusa because I'm only using Prusa lately, and everything works. That's why I do that. When something doesn't work, like MMU2, I also mentioned that. I'm not trying to hide anything and say that.
No, and there are people who will only post the good stuff, not the bad stuff, and then there are people who only post, super positive things about one thing. You got to be fair and open about all of it.
I always post the good stuff, so I'm an influencer now as well.
I mean, that's the right thing to do. Like, I got this the graphic display, and people ask me, what do I think about it? How is it? Dude, I don't know. It's the first one that I've tried. Maybe it's shit, but it's the first one, and I can't compare it. For me, it works great.
Right. Yeah. Now the big question with some of that stuff is if you didn't have to, like, if you had to buy it, would you? That's the way I kind of think of it, is if I had to buy this filament, okay, would I buy it? Because if not, then it's not worth me showing off or talking about or doing anything, right?
Well, but I mean,
it's just getting free stuff for the sake of free stuff.
I wouldn't buy because it's way too expensive.
But that's because you're cheap.
Well,
like if I had the money to buy that fancy artist display thing, I would probably buy one.
And you will waste your money because you can't do anything yet.
The truth is that I was looking into buying one of those because I wanted to know why people are interested in that and why a lot of artists are using it. I was just using a normal tablet and I didn't know what's the difference. but I never got the chance to try one. Yet I wanted it, and I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna save some money and buy one. And all of a sudden, one company is like sending me mail, and they're saying like, okay, we can give you one, and I haven't mentioned anywhere that. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? It sounds good.
So
I
you
think
used a
with the-
Wacom before? What tablet did you had before that?
I have a Wacom Intuos 3 at work. It's an older one,
Yeah.
and here I have Intuos M. And like I said, like maybe some people are caring specifically about something. Like I just care about how it feels for me and the result. And I can get used to a lot of stuff. For example, I gave my Intuos 3 to my friend, and since I'm using graphic display at home, I grabbed my M and I brought it to work. And all of a sudden, like it took me 2 days to just get used to it, because it's kind of connected to the space as well. Like it has some sort of memory.
That's what I was thinking with the screen, is at least you're looking at what you're doing. So like if I'm drawing a picture, I can see what the picture is being done, right? If I'm just drawing over here but staring at the screen, there's a bit of you got to kind of train your hand and your brain to work that way.
I was experimenting. I was experiencing that yesterday while I was in the office. I was trying to draw a straight line, and I'm like, why is this not working? Oh yeah, I'm not at home. Seriously, when I'm looking at the tip of the pen here and drawing the line, I show that to Fetus, my lines are like getting much better, and I can see the difference in quality when I'm actually modeling something on this thing and on normal tablet. So I'm wondering.
Normal, man.
I'm now actually like wondering how other companies are. What's the difference? Because, like I said, this feels like a normal thing. I had 1 day of mental preparation for it, because it wasn't natural for me to actually draw on some kind of monitor.
Well, that's why, like for me, having never done it before, that's what I did for like an hour, was just getting used to the fact that I'm using a pen over here to do something that's happening on a screen right here. Yeah, and it was just I'm just getting used to Fetus gave me crap for not doing the tutorials, but I was just trying to get used to how this tablet interacts with the computer. Whereas I think the learning curve for that part of it would be a whole lot reduced with a screen, because it is what it is. Like you see what you're doing. There's no guessing of, am I putting the pen in the right spot to click the button, or am I not? Because you can see it right on the screen. You're just clicking the button. And with today's world where everyone has a touch screen on their computer, on their phone, we're so used to just touching and doing.
Well, for me, it's not the same thing. For me, it's not the same thing at all. Especially the body stance. I mean, I can sit like that, back, and just do that and sculpt with my one hand. With a pen monitor, you have you have to change your whole stance of the body to do that.
No, not really. At least not in my case. I'm still doing the same position, because I'm not only I'm still using keyboard, because I'm much faster.
You have your foot down. I don't have my foot down when I'm sculpting.
Very behind.
So he's just like he's laying out on the ground. He's just doodling.
Right now, my feet are up.
That's I don't want to know where they are.
They're not somebody. Yeah, they're just up. On a stool.
I didn't know that you have legs, so that's.
I'm a bust.
You're a Tarzan bust?
And I'm support free because I got too fat.
The thing that I couldn't get used to this thing. Man,
I was wondering about that thing.
First few days when I put it on the hand, it was like my fingers couldn't get used to it. So I was constantly doing this, like an idiot. Now I'm still an idiot, but I got used to that.
At least your glove fits fine.
Yeah. like a glove.
Anyway,
Oh,
never
man.
mind. I don't think I would change my pretty tablet for anything.
Yeah, I like the Wacom's. I've used actually the Cintiq, the 24-inch Cintiq, and that's just a massive beast. You put it on your desk and you just cover everything. It's brilliant, but it's bloody expensive. I don't know how much it is at the moment.
Probably like $600.
No, Cintiq 24 is probably way more. Yeah.
How much?
Yeah, Bob, I agree. I'm not feeling comfortable to change tablet to go to pen monitor right now because I can use it with my eyes closed.
Oh no, that one's like $3,200.
Mm-hmm.
The Cintiq Pro 24.
They also have a 32-inch one.
Like I like that, the look of that XP Pen 22E. That like it seems like it's got the buttons. I don't know. I want to try this because I don't have the money, first of all, to sink into it, and second of all, I don't want to sink the money into that just to find out that I suck at modeling and don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron.
Happy Ron.
And I'm not using the tablet's buttons at all. I wouldn't use them either on the on the pen monitor because I can't change keyboards. Alt Control Shift. I need them. I can't use the buttons here on the side.
It feels weird too because like at least this thing like to get over to touching the buttons and everything, like when your hands are already on the other side by the keyboard anyways.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't use this at all.
Yeah, I tried for a day or two, and sometimes it's great because some of those keys can immediately take you to some shortcuts, but all the time my hand is just going to a keyboard because everything is just faster.
The only one I use sometimes is this. I set it for increase and decrease brush size. That's the only one I use sometimes, and not always.
I use it in Illustrator and Photoshop quite a lot. It's so much better to not have to worry about it. Just spin it and you decrease the brush size.
Mm-hmm.
That could be pretty handy for zooming as well if that was zoom in.
Trackball, I've never used that.
I have that.
Oh.
I used trackballs for a long time. Nowadays, I just doesn't feel natural anymore. I don't know, but it's more precise. It's way more precise. Oh, let me just finish up.
Yeah.
Oh, we are getting close to 2 hours, so we're gonna finish it.
Yeah, Fetus has got to go to bed.
No,
still early.
Get out of the bed. His legs are still on the bed.
He hasn't left the bed. God. What time is there, Fetus? It's what, like 8?
What?
No.
8.
Almost here
8.
is 6. Yeah, almost 8 here. Yeah.
I finally learned what's the well, I finally learned what's the time in the UK. That was bothering me for a very long time. I never could remember if it's +1 or -1. And only when I started learning what's the time in Greece, I was like, okay, this is in minus.
So it
this
should be
is
-1, isn't it?
Yeah.
For you, yeah. See, and that just depends on. See, I remember just depending on where you go in the direction of around the Earth, whether it's plus or minus to you. The part that always freaks me out is Australia. That's just tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like JT's always telling me, "Hey, good night," and I was like, "I don't know. It's the morning today. Your bedtime tomorrow night." Like, see ya.
So, what's the time in Canada
right now? For me, it's just about 2:00 in the afternoon.
Cool.
I messaged Clockspring before we start, telling him, "Do you want to come?" He's in Australia, and he said, "Dude, if I come now, my girl will be a little, angry." He was in bed.
Yeah, because it's like I can't remember. It's like
I think it's
like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning there.
yeah, something like that.
It's always weird on Discord when you say good evening or good morning and someone's actually going to bed.
Yeah.
Saying
Yeah,
hi.
Everything.
Well, like that's why
Just say-
Chris was saying it's too early for pizza because at the time of the stream starting, it was only 9 a.m. for him.
It's never too early for pizza.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Even Fried's pizza is fine in the morning.
Let me.
yeah.
put
And then you get the
something-
fun part too, where the time zone for me is the same for Ron and a whole bunch of others straight down, and then you kind of go minus, so everyone else is pretty much minus for me backwards, or then you guys go plus on the other side. So like Fetus is messaging me one time in like middle of the afternoon, and I get the message. I was like, "Isn't it like midnight for you? Like go to bed."
Well, I'm always here, so that's the problem.
Tom's another one
Yeah.
that for the longest time I didn't realize he was in the UK because he was always posting, and it's like at 2 o'clock in the morning for him.
He's in a parallel universe.
Yeah, he runs on Fetus or on Frenzy Time.
Yeah, a few times I asked him, why are you still awake? Why not?
Come on, I've seen you online at 3 a.m, Waxter. My time. So
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
I
not all the
never know
time.
because Waxter sometimes just vanish really early in the evening, or sometimes he just stays there until like crazy hours, and you go like, he's God.
Look, when I want to watch something on TV and it's really important for me, I'm gonna fall asleep in like 5 seconds. When I'm watching Christmas love movies and I really hate them, I will try to find a sequel 2 hours later, if there is any. And then my mind is gonna be like, why, and it's gonna last for like an hour, and then at 5 my kid is gonna wake me up, and then she'll be like, are you sleeping, and that's usually my nighttime.
What the?
And then everything goes like everything is easier until Fetus arrives, and then 10 messages. First of all, you don't know if it's Reddit sending you messages because it vibrates like 3 or 4 times when you get message from Reddit, or it's Fetus.
Or see mine, if you send a picture, it does 2 vibrates for a picture.
Oh my god! Do you still have vibration on? Come on!
What?
Why
I
is
can't.
vibration on?
Why not?
Yeah,
I can't have it otherwise. My phone is.
I think
With
we need
all
to go
the-
back to the original name of this stream. Fetus hates.
I don't have tones turned on since my kid was born. Once
What?
when I was trying to put her to sleep, that damn thing rang, and I spent 2 hours shaking. Well, never again.
No, I don't have any sounds or vibrations on my phone.
At about 7 o'clock at night, I turn off noises on my phone. It's just on vibrate until the morning.
And you find the phone on the floor in the morning because it goes.
Well, I started
There
turning
are
off.
some days I wake up and the notification on the phone, because it's like, here's your notifications while you're like not using it. All the different. There's just like a line of the. It's like you've been tagged in this. Then there's messages from Fetus, and then there's messages here, and then it's just.
Yeah,
Don't you send those to spam folders?
I started turning off the vibration during the night because of this asshole next to me and David. Like one day I wake up and I can hear like and I look at the messages and those assholes are having GIF fight They're not communicating, just sending gifs in a group. I'm like,
Oh, come on. We were playing with David. What's wrong?
So in the early days when I got on doing this a year ago, my Twitter was still set to notifications.
mhm.
And I was like, oh, okay, I got a notification. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now I cannot even dare. I don't even, there's some days where I don't leave the notification panel on my screen because there's just so many. I don't even go to the new stuff. It's just.
Yeah, there. Tom shows how I send a message.
Yeah.
Every word is another message. It's so annoying.
Or
Oh yeah, I have a friend of mine. She sends message on WhatsApp like this, but it's not just 3 or 4. It's like 10, and you know when the phone is going like ding 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 ding. It's her.
yeah, but with Fetus, you'll reply and he won't message you back for like 10 minutes. It's like, you just sent me all these messages. Where the hell are you?
Are you crazy? I never do that. You
I
did.
know. He's always there. Like, how are you? How are you? Is everything fine? Here, YouTube song. How are you? Why are you not answering?
Yeah.
Are
Hey,
you
Dick.
mad at me?
Hey, Dick. What are you doing?
Hello, are you there, Waxer?
Whereas I sent a message to Tom, he replied like a month later.
Oh, 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
3 months. I thought for
Right.
3 months that he's a total asshole. I told him that.
He's too
And it
important
seems
to
like every time
pay
you message
attention.
him, he's at the store. He's always like, "Oh, I'm at the shop. I'll be home later. I'm at the shop. I'm at the shop."
Happened.
Uh-oh.
Turn your Wi-Fi on photos.
Did
Everything disappeared for
Yeah,
me.
I can't do that.
Wexter's internet savings just kicked in?
Yeah.
If I turn off my Wi-Fi wrong, my wife is going to kill me. So no can do.
So, do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh,
Man.
freaking grumpy
I want
dude.
I want to survive this quarantine, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, I need to go, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna
We,
close.
we all need to go.
Yeah, special for this.
Thank you so much. It was an interesting weekend, Saturday, being live with you guys. And
It
I'll
was
see you
great.
in a bit on Discord. Bye.
Bye,
Say
bye.
bye.
Thank you, Fred.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Jordan, we need to get rid of the Greek dude.
I mean, we can leave. He won't.
I know.
He'll just
I
be
did
in the
it once.
StreamYard just talking to himself, playing.
Yeah.
I
music.
can. You know what? I will leave first if you continue like that.
But we love Fetus, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
He put his feet.
I'm a bust.
Oh man.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, this was definitely fun.
Yeah, this was definitely fun stream making fun of me. So
I'm glad.
I
I'm
know.
I'm
That was
glad we
fun.
did it in the afternoon to catch up with you guys because, with different time zones and everything, it's tricky to catch up. I don't know if veteran, we haven't chatted in ages, so it's good.
Yeah, like never.
You know what's gonna happen now? I'm gonna
Oh, yeah, I
I'm gonna
know.
Fetus message you all the time now.
Sure.
that's awesome.
I actually opened a message towards you yesterday to ask you about the stream before I even mentioned it to Fortis. But I didn't send a message at the end because Fortis asked me, "Are we gonna stream?" And I was immediately not in the mood. True story.
I messaged you in October. That was good.
That was before Corona. Come on, that was like a long time
That
ago.
was great. October was nice.
October was a good time.
Yep. We didn't have any of these problems. and at least Fetus was skinnier.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like
what-
compare this stream with our last stream, and you will notice, like it's like turning on the perspective inside ZBrush.
Well, I haven't cut my hair for 2 months, so yeah.
Dude, I don't even have my hair anymore. So,
What do you need hair?
and
Hair is overrated.
Yeah,
you,
man.
you know why? Because when I go to your beach house and I jump into that water, and then when I jump out, I wanna do this
Luscious locks.
and do the damage. Without hair, there's no damage.
Tom just shakes his beard. Big frenzy beard.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Oh, it's okay. I don't give a shit what you say.
Dude, have
Time-
we streamed
Time to go.
1440? We did, right?
What?
Did we had any streams after 1440?
No, I don't think so.
Sure. I need to check that.
We didn't. And now you know why.
Yeah. Because last time when we had a stream, you said, "Oh, I don't want to stream anymore,"
It
and I took that seriously.
is seriously.
Shirt on.
Flippy, dude.
I don't get it.
Can you make that face again, please, 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 please? No,
Want
the
to
other.
screenshot? No, I'm not doing
That's-
because you will
that's thumbnail.
screenshot.
That's
You dick.
Thumbnail of the video.
No, dude,
No.
you look like Bud Spencer for a moment.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
Never mind. So,
Guys, this was fun. I'm glad
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
did this.
guys, this is called, mirroring. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ.
then get ready, dude.
They just give you so much crap, Fetus. It's just not fair.
Oh my God. That was the last time I streamed ever.
Success.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you framed me.
The
do
internet's
that.
a safer place now.
Yeah. Thank God.
Okay. I really had fun. We need to do this more often,
Yeah, we totally do.
especially
Yeah,
now with all
do,
all
yeah.
the lockdown, just to see how Fetus can grow.
Okay, but next time, Tom doesn't get to back out.
Yeah, Tom will be in my place next time, and I won't be here.
That's fine.
Okay, next time Tom needs to be here. You need to sculpt something.
Oh, you're gonna make me work.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, of course. I didn't do anything. I worked a lot. I pressed so many comments here that you guys can see.
So many.
Like, see, I'm still working. Look, my hand is over there.
On the button.
Working entire like for 2 hours now. So yeah,
Well, thanks for putting in the work. I appreciate it.
you're welcome. Fetus,
Amazing.
you're not gonna say anything nice to me?
No.
Okay. See you guys. Have fun. Bye bye.
And you guys.
Bye.
Now you need to say that's it.
What?